What's up, guys? Well, it is pouring down rain, so no chance of being able to get the bike out and having any fun. So I figured I might as well bring you an update on this thing, bring you up to speed, 400 miles into the ownership of this 2025 GSXR 1000. So, up to speed, we've got a tail tidy back there, we've got the ASV levers, got them all sorted out. The winglet style mirrors, if you've never seen these are pretty trick. You can flip them up for your mirror. That's about what it's going to look like, just kind of buzzing down the road. Or you can lock them down, and that basically just keeps that mirror out of your face. Keeps it from buffeting your helmet too, which I found that the stock mirrors could have a bit of a tendency to do. Jury's still a little bit out on these things. I may end up just putting some block offs on it. But as far as other modifications, I'm going to get rid of those stocked blinkers, put some flush mounts. Need to get a different relay. That's obviously, can't really see that, but that's going to be for the blinkers to make sure they blink right. Well, that's it so far, aside from a tune. That Yoshimura exhaust sounds great. That's just a slip-on though. And I kind of like that. It's just the right amount of loud, but God, it sounds good on a cold start. This thing doing that whole GSXR chop. Love it. Okay, yeah, so getting back to this bike though, what are my thoughts on it so far? Well, I don't have a ton of miles on this thing, but I can tell you already, God, this bike is one of the happiest motorcycles I have ever ridden. I mean, if you can imagine being a fat kid stranded on Cake Island, that's the GSXR 1000, man. This bike is stoked just to chill, low speed, makes good partial throttle torque. If you want to get into it, you get a case of the zoomies and you want to do some high speed, high power thrill rides, this thing is more than happy to accommodate. It's just so much fun and so accommodating. The riding position is comfortable. Guys, I cannot say enough good things about this bike so far. I haven't really found any flaws. Again, there are a couple of things that I do want to change up a little bit, but they're just cosmetic. About the most I will do to this bike is throw a tune on it, just to get rid of some of the nannies and let it breathe, or at least run out to the max that the RPM will allow for max power. But yeah, to be honest with you guys, this bike is plenty strong right from the factory. And with that Yoshimura pipe, it sounds so good. The soundtrack, along with the looks, the feel of this thing, it's just a great bike. Things that I may not have mentioned, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to put a new rear cowl on this thing. God, that's really about it. There's not a lot that I want to do in terms of any other modifications to this bike, so far anyway. As far as tires go, again, those RS11 Bridgestones are awesome. On the side of the tire, those things are confidence inspiring. You don't really need to let them heat up too much. And they hold like glue. I can't say enough good things about that. So in general, extremely happy with this bike. And man, I tell you something else too. I know that there's a lot of folks out there that would say, motorcycles like this, they're too much power for the street. You don't need 200-ish horsepower. Guys, look, it's not about the power with one of these things. Yeah, they will make that kind of power if you absolutely lean on them. But the cool thing about it is partial throttle response. Guys, leader class bikes have it where others don't. And that is when you're not really in it to win it. You're at that half throttle, maybe 3/4 throttle, just fanning the thing through the gears. It is effortless. You're not taxing anything about the bike. And it just, in some ways, it just comes across as being a bit more chill, a bit more composed, a bit more confident than a smaller displacement bike. It just goes about its business in a more, do you say the word refined? I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but it sure does feel that way. So anyway, that's where I am with this bike. So far, I have really found a new appreciation for bikes like this. It's been a while since I've owned an outright sport bike, at least one like this. My old bike would have been a GSXR 750. So in terms of power, yeah, GSXR 1000 is definitely more there. But in terms of handling, fairly comparable. not that far off in weight, but man, I got to tell you, from a stability standpoint, from a comfort standpoint, from what I remember of that 750, this bike definitely has it whipped. But I can't wait to get this bike side by side with one of those bikes and give you some firsthand A to B comparison between the two, just in terms of riding, the power production and all of that. That will be coming soon enough. But in the meantime, just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on this rainy December evening. Guys, with about 400 miles on the clock, one chain adjustment and one oil change out of the way already, I couldn't be happier with her. Can't wait to get the rest of the cosmetic mods on this thing and have some more fun with it. But with that, guys, check back with you later. Thanks for stopping by, and I am hoping to see you on the next one. Take care.